There's something strange going on in Santa Mira. Dr. Kaufman calls it an epidemic of mass hysteria.
This film, the sci-fi classic Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Wedding Singer, Glee, and many other big productions have chosen Sierra Madre as their backdrop. Nestled in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains, it's just 20 miles from Los Angeles, the largest county in America. And yet amazingly, this picturesque town hasn't really changed much in the last 62 years. Independent storefronts line the main square, and musicians are jamming out at the local watering hole on a midweek afternoon. This is definitely my type of scene, and somehow I've lived in the nearby metropolis for over a decade without ever knowing it existed. I met up with Luther Chinoglo, a local real estate professional who has lived here since the age of 4.
So as a matter of fact, this is where they shot Big Little Lies not too long ago.
So you were totally displaced from your office?
We were, for a good week.
When Hollywood comes to Sierra Madre, how do the locals feel about that?
For the most part, we like it. It's fun to see what's going on behind the scenes on the movies.
Yeah.
And we had Sandra Bullock here over the summertime. That was kind of interesting. Shut the whole city down for a day.
How do you think Sierra Madre's remained so secret when it's so close to LA?
That's a very good question. We don't have a direct exit off the freeway, so you need to know where you're going to find it. It's one of the few places left that's a family-oriented environment.
But Mother Mountain is not without her challenges. Were you in your house at the time?
I was a couple blocks away from where it hit. And yeah, you see the chandelier going back and forth. You kind of wonder when it's going to stop.
Yeah.
I didn't know how big it was until when everything was over.
And this town seems to have survived a lot of different ups and downs over the years.
We had a number of fires on the hills here. I remember at least 2 growing up here.
Yeah.
The last 40 years.
So once there's fires, mudslides happen.
Mudslides happen,
Right.
and then the animals come down because now they're looking for food and water. I would like to see Sierra Madre be as beautiful as it was when I was growing up. I went to school here in 4th grade. I remember this quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was a nice little, charming little town.
What began as a trading outpost manned by 3 pioneers 150 years ago is now a thriving town made popular in part due to Lizzie's Trail Inn, a restaurant and bar at the foothill of the mountain, which became famous for Lizzie's unchanging menu of homemade ravioli and fried chicken.
The building was built in 1900. We don't have a picture of it except for that sketch made by a famous artist in 1934.
Okay.
And that's what it looked like then. It's a replica of what was here in 1946 and 47. And you notice that there are no flippers on it.
Oh, there aren't. Okay,
So it was considered a gambling machine. And what they would do is put the money up in the top of the glass there and bet on whoever got the highest score got the money.
Show me what you got.
So what I would try is back around 4, and there's a ball, and then
But you
see
can't,
what happens.
I want to just...
No, you can't do that or you'll tilt it. So we got 12,000 on that ball.
All right, so let me
Go
try
ahead,
one.
push it in first.
Push this in.
Gets more action when you
All
pull it
right.
back further.
Here it goes. Oh, yes. Oh, what is that? That's good. Oh,
That is good. Well, you got
40,000. Although the community of Sierra Madre works hard to preserve its history, they also welcome and support new businesses who open in town, like this family-run brewery, who crafts traditional and seasonal German-style brew, all worth a sample. This Hefeweizen is calling my name. I'm just going in. I gotta try another one.
I'm a small business owner myself.
Yeah.
I own a number of businesses in the past, and I believe that's a fabric. That's what keeps the community going. And I want to support somebody like this business who's here, who took the risk and the time and the effort to come and open here.
Do you think that's the allure, is the mountain? I mean, when people first settled this town, what do you think drew them out here?
We have mountains, we have palm trees, we have sunshine. That's the reason why a lot of movie studios come here, because they like the old feel, and it's very quaint, and you never know, you're just miles away from downtown LA.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
You can't beat it.
Yeah,
Cheers to that.
cheers to that. And the beer. While the Los Angeles metropolis expands, swallowing most of the smaller communities in the area, Sierra Madre has remained in a time capsule. Perhaps it's their dedication to preserving historic buildings, their commitment to supporting small businesses, or the protective nature of Mother Mountain herself. For them, maintaining a small, safe community is their definition of evolving.